Ever wondered what happens when you completely disappear from someone's life? I'm not talking about pulling back a little. I mean vanishing entirely. No texts, no calls, no contact. What would they really feel when you're gone? In today's world, where people often take others for granted, let's flip the script. Disappear, and I promise their world will crumble. Welcome to the most important video you'll watch today. If you've ever been in a relationship or situation where someone treated you like an option, this video is for you. Today we're diving into a powerful concept, what they truly feel when you vanish from their life. We'll explore 10 intense emotional stages they'll go through when you disappear. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll understand why sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to walk away and never look back. If you're ready to discover your worth, if you're ready to make them miss you like never before, drop a comment below with the words, "I'm done being an option," because by the end of this, you won't ever be one again. Stick around until the very end. There's a bonus 10th emotional stage you don't want to miss. And if you're ready to change the way they see you forever, watch this video till the end. Let's dive in. Stage 1. The sting of rejection. This is where it all begins. They never expected you to vanish. Not really. In their mind, you were always going to be there. You were the one who put in the effort, made the plans, and cared. You were their safety net. Until you weren't. When you disappear, it hits them like a brick they never saw coming. You've probably heard the saying, "You never know what you have until it's gone." That's exactly what happens here. It's not just about your physical absence. It's about pulling away everything you represented. The comfort, the validation, the constant availability. For the first time, they feel rejected, not just on the surface, but deeply. They realize they no longer have control over you. People don't like to admit it, but when they know someone will always be around, they start treating them like a safety net. You become an option, not a priority. When you vanish, you yank that safety net away. And that's when the panic sets in. They thought they could take you for granted, but suddenly they're left wondering, how did I let this happen? How did I lose control? Here's the kicker. If you want to make them feel the sting of rejection, don't give them any warning. Don't tell them you're leaving. Don't give them an ultimatum. Just go. Ghost them. When you disappear without explanation, it hits harder because they never saw it coming. Stage 2. The void of missing you. After the sting of rejection settles in, they start feeling something else. Emptiness. They didn't think they'd miss you. In fact, they probably convinced themselves they wouldn't care if you left. If they leave, I'll just move on, they thought. But when you actually disappear, they start to feel the void. It's not just any void. It's the kind of emptiness that gnaws at them. They go through their day doing the same things they've always done, but something's missing. That's when they realize you were the one who added meaning to their life. You brought the energy, the warmth, the emotional stability, and now, without you, everything feels bland. Here's the truth. No one else brings what you did to their life. They might try to fill the void with someone else, but it's never the same. You brought a unique energy, one that made their life easier, more enjoyable, and more fulfilling. The void grows bigger with every passing day. They might try to distract themselves with someone new, their friends, work, or hobbies, but guess what? That void stays there, reminding them of what they've lost. Stage 3. Overwhelming curiosity. By this point, they're deep in the void, and curiosity kicks in, hard. The big question in their mind now is, where are they? What are they doing? Who are they with? They become obsessed with knowing what's going on in your life because they no longer have access to you. In the age of social media, this stage is even more intense. They'll be checking your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, every platform just to get a glimpse of what you're up to. But here's the kicker. You're not giving them anything. You've gone dark. No updates, no stories, no post, nothing. And it drives them crazy. Why? Because human beings hate the unknown. The moment you vanish, their mind starts running wild with questions. Have they moved on? Are they seeing someone else? Are they better off without me? Stage 4. Deep self-reflection. Now we're entering dangerous territory for them. This is where the self-reflection kicks in, and it's not pretty. After days or even weeks of wondering where you are, they finally turn inward. They start asking themselves the hard questions. Was I too distant? Was I too cold? Did I push them away? Did I mess this up? The regret starts creeping in, and it's a bitter pill to swallow. People don't like to admit when they've made mistakes, but when you disappear, you force them to confront those mistakes head on. Stage 5. The urge to pursue you. Now that they've spent enough time in self-reflection, something shifts inside them. They go from questioning themselves to wanting you back. The tables have turned. You were once the one who put in all the effort, who cared, who pursued, but now it's their turn. The urge to pursue you becomes overwhelming. They can't stop thinking about you, can't stop wanting to reach out, can't stop wondering if it's too late to make things right. Stage 6. The battle between relief and regret. When you first disappear, they might feel a brief sense of relief. Finally, I don't have to deal with them anymore, they tell themselves. But that so-called freedom is an illusion. It feels exciting at first, but it's superficial and temporary. As soon as they're alone, sitting in their quiet apartment or scrolling through their phone, the regret starts creeping in. They realize that freedom without you is actually emptiness. Stage 7. The desire to play games. Once regret settles in, they panic. Now they want to control the situation, but they don't know how. So what do? They try to play games. They start acting distant on purpose, trying to make you jealous, posting photos with other people, making it look like they're happy without you. But here's the thing, you're not playing anymore. You've outgrown the games. Stage 8. The crushing weight of silence. Silence is one of the most powerful tools you can use when you vanish. The absence of your words, your texts, and your presence speaks louder than anything you could say. It leaves them with nothing but their own thoughts. And here's where it gets tough for them. Because the silence is so heavy, so unbearable, they start questioning everything. Stage 9. The fear that brings them crawling back. This is where it all comes crashing down. Fear. They're terrified of losing you for good. The idea of you being with someone else consumes their mind. Stage 10. The realization of emotional independence. This is where everything comes full circle. When you disappear, you're not just walking away from them. You're walking toward your own freedom, your own emotional clarity, your own peace. You've realized that your happiness isn't tied to them, and that's the most powerful thing you can experience. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're already ahead of 99% of people out there. You've proven to be someone who seeks depth, wisdom, and understanding. Remember, your emotional independence is your greatest strength. Don't give it away.